retreated. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put this in it sound like I'm knee-deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry I never retreat.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 23-yard line. Throwing Jones. He'll buy some time right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And the Jags grab it. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now,
and oh, he coughed it up.
A gain of 10 yards. A fumble on the play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it in.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Raiders 3.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 8 coming up. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
The tackle by Jeff Okuda. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, Jaguars. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Jaguars 14, Raiders 3. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Jones throw complete there to Bateman.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
It's the score. Jaguars 14, Raiders 10.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw here. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tanner Muse able to get in there and drop him behind the line. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Raiders 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's brought down. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Las Vegas.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw again. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
A 51-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
54 yards on the ground for him so far. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
4 at the 16-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A.J. Dillon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. And that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jones. That is caught, Bateman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there for the Raiders. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick this one themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also, on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Las Vegas, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with one game remaining.